All right. This is weird. This is something that I never thought I would really talk too much about, especially since it's in the past, and I never thought it would get brought up again. But when I was younger, my mom was a single mom. She did what she could. She had several jobs. She kept a roof over our heads. She did everything that she could just to make sure that I had anything that I wanted and I needed, and she was grateful for that. We didn't have everything, but we were comfortable. But with that came her fighting for a couple of degrees. She was always in school, and if she wasn't in school, she was working. It always didn't feel great because she would leave me with friends' sons and things like that. I remember at the age of 4 that one of the kids asked me if I wanted to go to the hideout. It was his hideout. It was a bush that was hollow in the middle and very much away from everything else. From there, he told me that a part of the group, we do things, and it's just between us, and that's what happens. And I was 4 or 5, I didn't know. But he took my pants off and proceeded to do things that I wasn't comfortable with. I knew it was wrong. I was young, but I knew it was wrong. But I was scared because so many people had left my mom and left us, and we were struggling, and I didn't want somebody else to leave her as a friend or not believe her, or her not believe me. I don't know what I was thinking. I was 4 or 5 years old. I can't really say much. It happened quite a few more times. It happened once when we moved to North Carolina, and a buddy of hers was like, oh, let's go and get some firecrackers. It was around 4th of July. We went to his hotel. Not hotel, why am I saying hotel? His apartment. And I was 6 or 7. It's still way back, but pulled my pants down, proceeded to put his mouth on me. And I knew it was wrong. I knew it was, I felt awful, I felt disgusting, I just felt like I wasn't worth anything. So I kept my mouth shut once again because nobody believes a kid. And my mom couldn't handle anything else on her plate, so why would I do that to her? We moved away. Nothing really happened past that. We had a crazy growing up. She married some men, some not the great. I can't say his name because he is my brother's father. And we got out of that after he lied to some courts and got us taken away from her, and then we came back to her. And she had a friend named Chris, and I will say his name, because if he comes forward and says that he wants to sue me, he will go to jail first. He would have me sleep in the bed when I told him that I felt like I was gay. And that was normal. There was nothing bad in that. I didn't feel it was just like he babysitted us, it was like a sleepover until we moved to Turlock, and then he would come over and he would start to put his mouth on me, and it just, I don't want to go too much in it. It causes a lot of problems with me. It makes me spiral, and I try and block that as far out of my mind as possible. But recently, this has all been dragged back into my mind from nightmares, from freaking out, really, because I was at Target a couple of days ago. I was with my friend Jeff, and we were just looking around. We were bored, quarantine. And so we were going around, like, getting some things that I did need, and then seeing if there was, like, some other stuff I really wanted to get. A Switch, but those are all kind of sold out already, so I was like, I'm not gonna get the Switch. Got some Pops. It was cute. We walked around, got some Diet Coke. It was just like a little quick shopping at the Hurst, Texas Target, and I thought that was like the most beautiful store. It was like well beyond what I've ever seen a Target to be. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. This is the kind of Target. This is how all Targets should look. We were walking back. We were gonna go get some food, so we had to go check out. There was an older gentleman, and he said, hey, do you guys need to check out? You guys can come over into my line. I was like, all right, cool, there's no line. So we're checking out, and I'm paying attention to my pen pad to slide my card and just pay for this so we can head out. But then I see him grabbing his crotch and rubbing his crotch, and I was like, okay, maybe he has an itch. This is not something I should have saw. Gross. I don't want to deal with it. And I look over at my friend Jeff, and his face is mortified. And I had heard some things, but I thought I was just hearing something that didn't actually happen until he confirmed it. I went to the bathroom and threw up because all of these feelings rushed through. He looked at me and said, should I say something? And I'm like, I don't know what just happened. We had bought 2 Harry Potter, like, they're wands. They're like the huge wands, and it's like you open the box and you don't know what you're gonna get. You could be Slytherin wand, you could be all those kind of characters. And I thought that was crazy. Great. I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's get 2 of them. It'll be fun to see which characters we are, blah, blah, blah. And it's a cute little collector thing. What he was grabbing his crotch for was to tell me that he had a magic wand that I could suck. And it was right here, and he grabbed his crotch and jiggled it in front of me. I blocked it out. I did not want to be a part of this. I did not want to hear it. It was gross to me. It was something I never thought I would happen, especially in Texas. And I just felt there's more pressing things to be going through than sexually harassing your customers. We were walking out, and it was really getting to me, and it was really making me feel uncomfortable. And I said, I don't know what I should do. Should I say something? We're already out of the store. What good is it gonna be? He said, it's up to you, but I have your back. I will say what I saw. It was not okay. We opened the wands. I don't even remember which one I got. I didn't want the wand. I gave them to Jeff and was like, I don't want to touch the wand. I don't want it. Just take it. Get rid of it. I don't want to see it. Got home, and I was just feeling worse and worse and worse. So I tweeted my experience. Target said they wanted to speak to me. It was a serious accusation, and they wanted to look into it, and I could tell them everything. Time, when we were in my card, which lane it was. There would be an easy way for them to find it. They asked me to DM them on Twitter, which there was no way for me to DM them. I said, hey, I tried to write you guys, but there's no way to DM, and they just ghosted the whole conversation. So I'm becoming more and more depressed and sad. I'm having a lot of nightmares, graphic nightmares about when I was molested and raped, to the point where the other night I wanted to just not live anymore. I pride myself on being strong and not caring what other people say and things, but I felt like this 7-year-old little boy who had no control, who was worried about telling his mom, who was worried about telling friends, because who's gonna believe me? And when I said something to Target and they didn't believe me, I'm like, yeah, this is case in point. Who's gonna believe me? So what's the point? I did it mainly because I didn't think anybody else should have to go through it, but they're gonna have to because Target does not care. And I thought Target was a great place. I always wanted to be a part of their team, and I thought that they really treated their workers great, but I'm learning now that I was sadly mistaken. So right now I'm trying to get my mental health back and not feel every time I take a shower that I'm a disgusting human being, because all I picture is this older man in a crap cash register just touching himself. I don't want to see anything fucking Harry Potter. I don't want to see anything in my house. I want to sleep and not wake up. And I was close. I was close to just taking my life because it would have been easy. And I would not have all these thoughts going through my head. But I can't. I need to just speak out, and I am speaking out right now. Target, you have employees that are doing crude things, and we are in a bad time right now. How dare you allow these people to work in your stores and say things to your customers like this? If they say it to a child, they will be arrested, and I hope they come after your company so hard because you gave no shits. When I brought this up to you, you didn't even try and to fix or remedy the situation. It's disgusting. So if other people have similar stories like this, please DM me, read whatever we can do so we can get representation and go after a company that's supposed to be great, that allows other employees to sexually harass their customers. It's disgusting, it's revolting, and it should never happen. So, if you have similar stories, DM me. You can go on Instagram at Blake9, T as in Tom 1, or my Twitter handle, which this will be on, at John B. Tinsley, or just write me an email, johnbtinsley@icloud.com. I'll speak with you, I will learn what's going on, and hopefully we can stop this kind of behavior when we're supposed to feel protected. I will never go into the Hurst store again because I never want to feel what I just felt for the last 5 days of feeling that every part of my skin is dirty and disgusting. And Target, you have shown me that you could care less as long as you collected my money. You're despicable.